Right now, Donald Trump Jr. is testifying for the second time in his father's civil fraud trial brought by New York Attorney General Letitia James. Let's bring in Fox News contributor Andy McCarthy. Andy, good morning.
Morning, Mike.
I want to start with a clip from Donald Trump Jr. from the last time we heard from him.
Before even having a day in court, I'm apparently guilty of fraud for relying on my accountant to do, wait for it, accounting.
Andy, how critical is Don Jr.'s testimony today?
I find it difficult, Mike, to find any of this to be critical because of what Don Jr. actually referred to there, which is that on the major issue in this trial, the judge has already ruled that there was persistent fraud. And we're now in this kind of who's on first loop where they say that the trial is about how much fraud there was, and then the Trump defense comes back and says, but we don't think there was any fraud at all. And then the judge comes back and said, I already found that there was fraud. So, and this goes on and on. I think what would be interesting in the defense case is if they could bring in, officers from the financial institutions and the insurance companies that transacted with the Trump organization. And if they came in and said, we didn't feel like we were defrauded at all, we had a good business relationship with them, everybody made money, that would be pretty compelling testimony. What I fear, though, is that this is such a vindictive case by the state. If you were running an insurance company or a bank, would you want to go in and testify in front of Trump, knowing, how retributive they are when they're dealing just with Trump?
Former President Trump's legal team has complained about New York Attorney General Letitia James. Let's play that.
She's only there, more importantly and more tellingly, on the days that there's heavy press. She doesn't come to court every day. She's frankly never put a statement on the record in court. I'm not really sure if she practices, but she definitely manages her PR and not very well, if I may say, but that's what she's there for.
What about that criticism, Andy?
Well, I think she does manage her PR pretty well because this is a very political prosecution. She's an elected official. I think it's much better to think of her as an elected Democrat than a law enforcement officer. And bringing this case is what got her elected. I mean, she campaigned in blue New York that she'd go after Trump.
New York Republican Congresswoman Elise Stefanik, a member of the House leadership, filed an ethics complaint against the judge, writing, quote, this judge's bizarre behavior has no place in our judicial system, where Judge Engoron is not honoring the defendant's rights to due process and a fair trial. What's the impact of that complaint?
In New York, there's probably not much impact, Mike. It would be nice to imagine that New York had a judicial system, but what they have is a political system that's masquerading as a judicial system where even the judge is an elected Democrat.
Andy McCarthy, always great to have your perspective and analysis. Thanks so much.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.